Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to the stream. Tonight we're continuing with Elementallis. So last time we successfully went through the Ice Temple and stored the element. So now made our way down to the beach, catch some sunshine, or rather we would if not for the perennial rain. So it's time to head to the water temple to fix this mess. Hopefully this water temple isn't nearly as headache-inducing as the original Ocarina of Time one is. Or was. Oh boy. So easy to get turned around in that place. Oh yeah, helping I don't need to fight these. If I do the bestiary, it's gonna be off screen. Oh, actually. I have a little sidetracking. This one... It feels like there's several ways I could have solved it, but... Oh good, I had enough space. I guess obligatory wandering around, gotta pad out the time somehow. Well, that's a comeback with the element. Seriously. You know, I'm not gonna bother marking things and regions I'm not worried at yet. Until I get more markers, at least. But you know I gotta explore. It seems rather arbitrary how high the protagonist can jump from. Okay, this stuff is all a bust and come back when I have the earth element. And the water one. Well, not much of anything, so... Other than the attack potion, which may come in handy. Oh, that's later. Oh boy. What are these going to say? Well, that's a first. Don't fail on me now. Okay, that was totally worth the trip. Okay. Yeah, not particularly. Totally worth coming down here. Great, now I gotta check the other statues. But this one seemed to have a particular pattern on it, so... too slow. Let me guess, a fight. Once I just stay to the side of it, I won't get hit. I just picture the protagonist carrying multiple bags on them, each filled with 100 gold. This looks like a comeback to later, and this. Mandatory combat seems like a good time to use this. Nice. Hey, quit putting out my fires. Kind of amazed the element's still working well here. I was expecting it to get penalized for the water. Speaking of which, I remember what a dummy I am once again. Duh. I will go back to that after I get the element. Hello there! Thank you for coming by! Okay, I finally reached the destination. So yes, welcome to my humble little stream. Going pretty well. It helps I've played a lot of Zelda-type games since youth. Close, that's what he thinks. Hey there, Salazar. Oh, thank you. I take it you enjoy the content so far? I take it you're referring to the Elementallis Let's Play specifically? Excellent. Well, hopefully you will continue to enjoy the content as I play through more games similar to this. I'm already planning out the next one. Aha, nice. Or some kind of spa, judging from the pools. I mean, hey, you can't go wrong with Zelda-type games. That reminds me, I'm planning on maybe playing Questmaster. I'm also planning on playing Dungeons of Infinity at some point. Guess you've come to the right place for that sort of gaming. Oh, what's the note? How does he do that? Does he summon it out of thin air? I'll just keep going until I can't. Until I run into a wall. Oh, I think I found the means to turn the water up. So I did. But yeah, Ocarina of Time, I'd say, was my first Zelda game. Oh, nice. I technically have that in my collection, I just never really got too into it. Maybe I should change that. Oh man, we're talking old school here, aren't we? Yeah, I played that on the NES Classic. Still haven't completed Zelda 2, though, sadly. Impressive. Okay, then, so those do move. Yeah, I've seen some content on Terraria. Oops. I may end up having to use that revive potion. We'll end up seeing. But yeah, I like this particular game since it really has that Zelda feel, but it does stand on its own merits, for sure. Despite the clear inspiration. Oops. Oh yeah, it really does have those sorts of vibes. Yeah, got the whole SNES look and general function. The elements take the place of the usual equipment scheme in those games, so that's one way it stands out. Yeah, that's about everything I can do so far. Though sometimes I find the targeting can be a bit finicky. Sadly, I never did get a chance to play the Oracle games. Maybe I'll fix that sometime. Well, if I get into checking out ROM hacks like... Hey, Idola, pleasure to see you. I love using this ice ability. It makes combat a lot simpler in some ways. At least I can until I finally get the sword upgrade. Yeah, the stitching is a unique way of covering. Did I misjudge? I must have. Yeah, I likely did. Wouldn't be the first time. And still no healing feat. Yep. Figured that was gonna happen. Halfway point, not bad. Trying to figure out the means of where to go next. Still not as bad as the water temple. Problem is, I've been stuck trying to figure out how to go back to the bottom floor. Off and on throughout my life, though I'd say the past few years I've tried, I'd say since my 20s, I've tried being a bit more checking out stuff. The stream started about 20 minutes ago. Sometimes I'm such a dumb. Got the fact that those grates were open. But as for streaming, I really started about a month or so ago. Did I ever look over there? I don't think I did. This is getting annoying. Really, they only take one. Ugh, finally. Well, this could be an issue. He breaks out of it so fast, I may as well just stick with fire magic. Oops. Wrong direction. And we're clear. Why touch that? You know, I knew that was gonna happen. Should have checked first. Good thing I checked. Probably nothing else, but gotta be thorough. Alright, no, still thorough. Okay, moving on. But yeah, streaming, to go back to that, is something I've just taken up the last few months. Figured I'd try to both socialize and work through my gaming backlog. Boy, you should see how much that is. Think I got everything I needed in here. So yeah, it seemed like a good way to do two things at once. Well, that was dumb. Fortunately, I was not punished. I find myself get turned around too easily. Just see, was there anything else I missed? Oh yeah. I found plenty of games that I've gambled on and realized, hey, I'm really into this. But then again, it kind of goes both ways. I have found ones that I thought would be a total hit, but I just wasn't feeling them for one reason or another. But yeah, this place seems to have had been some kind of marketplace before the Cataclysm. Oh yeah, it really adds a new element to gaming, I've got to say. Yeah, I'm kind of liking interacting with the audience. Certainly helps the more dull aspects of the game go by quicker. Well, not this one, I just mean in general. Got to say, this game rewards a lot of creativity for using tools you have on hand. Which direction do I want to go first? Probably this way. I'll probably have to drop in on that spot. But yeah, I'd been looking forward to this particular game for years when I saw it originally. Delighted it finally came out. I'm planning to stream at least one other game after this one before Mina the Hollower hopefully finally comes out. The May 28th date sticks. Oh, nice. That's what I need. You know, I really like the little lore scrolls here. Reminds me of a flavor I don't usually see in this genre. That was a close call. Good thing I grabbed that treasure chest when I did. Although, I like that the valve is here in case you screwed that up. The question is how to get to those stairs. Can I push any of those out? No, it looks pretty solidly there. We'll have to check elsewhere. Got what I needed anyway. Oh boy. Wonder what the mini boss and its gag is going to be this time. Oh, I get it. I literally have to burst his bubble. Looking like now I'll have to use it. I can imagine. Bit too slow to catch him. This one's not particularly hard, just takes some time. Consider how much it takes just to do some damage. Gonna have to hit him. Yeah, between his first and second shots. Yeah. Said the slim opening between his first and second that allows me to hit him. Question is, can I defeat him before I run out of health? Ain't having to use it, but love static health. If anything, the timing became easier on that last phase. Oh, right. Finally, the protagonist learns to not drown. Question, does it shield against damage as well? Turn the water back up. Oops, not what I meant. Yes, that's very helpful to know. Oh, I think I know where I need to go. Finally, go this way. Is there anything? Oh, I see. It's an intersection between all those staircases. Don't think there's any treasures on the floor this time. But there is a block puzzle. Oh, that was a cheap shot. Yeah, before the Cataclysm, it's clear this used to be kind of a communal place. I've got to find more pieces of ore. It's taking way too many hits for me to kill some of these enemies. Yeah, I'm just gonna see what's up here first. I'm getting a bit of an undercurrent of greed going on here. From everybody. I can see what Zan meant about people caring more about gold than their fellow man. Let me guess, I can take these out. I need to be really mindful of my mana bar when I'm using the water element. I can easily see forgetting to turn it off or run low before I hit land. It doesn't mean much until I can get that valve pressed. Good grief, those crocodilians hit hard. Which makes sense. Guess that's just a shortcut. Oh, I get the gag here. I gotta press all these switches, traveling everywhere, lowering, raising the water. Alright, I see how this is gonna work. Quick, I'm not sure how finicky these torches are. It seems to change with each area, cave, or dungeon. Well, that's handy. Good thing I have that gem equipped. Really helpful for these some of these enemies. Not up there yet. Ooh, nice. I really should stream an episode of playing that. You know, just see what all I can come up. Start maybe playing a few dungeons. See what people have come up with. I wonder if anybody has managed to successfully make a Kaizo dungeon. Oh, that'll be a good time. Oh, I never did get that top right. I'll be back in just a sec. Alright, I am back. You know, I just had a realization or something, I wonder. So, hear me out as I ask this. Do mainline Pokemon games count as Metroidvanias? Hear me out. I mean, you know the infamous tendency to require HM moves, so does that technically count? What do you think? Yay or nay? But yeah, you know the situation I'm talking about in any case. Yeah, I don't know why. That just came randomly to me. It distracted me from another thing I was going to ask about. So you're familiar with Mario Maker. Did you ever hear about the story of the level called Trials of Death? Ooh, that's totally worth it. I feel like this is a subversion of a specific historical incident. I think you know which one I'm talking about, Salthar. Now I gotta go all the way up again. Yeah, no, the quickest way. But yeah, if you hadn't heard of that level, the maker of it, it took him 7 years to actually verify and complete it. He wanted to make the most difficult Mario Maker level ever. Sadly, by the time he finished, Nintendo had already shut down the upload feature, so it was more of a personal challenge. I mean, that's a level of determination that might surpass even mine. I can't believe I somehow didn't. I somehow forgot to shut the... mind if you take a moment to heal using some enemies? Oh, hey, I'd forgotten about this. I believe that is all of the treasure chests. Well, besides the boss key. I'll get that in a moment. Yeah, I gotta heal before I try that. Oh, wow. I see what you mean about the element. Oh, this is great. A cheap, safe means of healing. If I can dance this carefully enough, I should near fully heal. Make the long way back around. Fully healed up, should be ready for the boss now. Although if that ain't more healing or revival, I may actually need to use the defensive potion. Although, of course, I probably could have found the hearts in there. I understand what you mean now. Oh, I get it now. Oh, this is starting off badly. Oh, I think... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I understand now. Oh, I think I understand. I gotta open all these, so therefore he has no place to replenish. I think I understand it now. As long as he has water. Yep, as suspected. If I lose, I at least understand how to take care of him for the next time. At least I figured out the pattern now, so this should be doable. But yeah, it all makes sense now. Oh, hello. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. But yeah, now I finally understand how to fight this boss. Should go easier. Yes, sword upgrade is the first thing I'm getting. Oh, curious, by the way, how'd you find my channel? Yep. Hopefully I can lure him somewhere else. Get there without a problem. Oh, come on! Next time I'll wait until he's out. And some magic refills. Ooh, finally. A water pouch seems quite appropriate for the special item or vessel for it. Thank you. quite curious to see what happens in the town after this. Now that the Word is out of a job. Will be in short order. Oh, what's this guy got to say? Right, we. Oh dear. Did I unwittingly do a bad thing enabling this guy? I feel like I may have helped him in a way that may bite me in the behind later. But then again, he's been pretty cooperative. Anyway, I'm gonna go check out what's on these mystery islands, or at least the one I saw. Alright, anything good in here? I do see the hidden entryway. That was certainly worth the trip. Right then. I believe that's a good point to wrap up the episode, since we have cleaned the water temple out. Next time, we'll open up with a little more exploration, and then figure out which region to go to next. Hope you all are enjoying the series so far, and I'll be sure to post the VOD on my YouTube channel like usual. Until next time, take care, everybody.